Welcome to this week's edition of Taurus Baseball Talk. I am Mike Dudas along with my co-host, Bobby Schulz. Good evening, Bobby.
What's up? How's it going?
Great. So who did you invite this week?
This week we got Vinny, Jeremy, and Jeremiah.
Vinny, Jeremiah, and Jeremy. All right. So that's going to be a tongue twister between Jeremiah and Jeremy. Let's see how many times we get that incorrect. All right. So, Bobby, tell us a little bit about each of the guys.
So we got Jeremiah, plays shortstop. He's a senior. And then Jeremy, he's a senior, he plays first base. And then Vinny is a senior, and he plays kind of all around, like utility.
All around guy, right, Vinny?
I try.
All right, so let me go around and all this talk about each of the players. We'll start with you, Vinny. So I think it's already been established you're a senior, correct?
Yes, sir.
And have you been playing baseball all through your high school?
Yes, sir. Yep.
And what is your favorite position to play?
I mean, when I'm doing good pitching's fun. I like third base really the most.
So third base. Do you pitch or catch?
I pitch.
You pitch. Oh, okay. All right. Starter, relief.
Wherever.
Whenever the coach puts you in, right?
Sure, yep.
What's your favorite pitch to throw?
This is a fastball.
Fastball. Okay. So that's your go-to pitch, fastball?
Yeah, when I'm doing good, yeah.
Yeah. So I asked one of the guys on a previous show this. So being a pitcher, do you ever get the feeling, okay, I got it tonight, I got it this game, or do you get the feeling sometimes like, oh, I'm gonna have to really try. I just don't really feel it tonight.
Yeah.
Describe that feeling if that ever happens.
So like when it's going good, you feel you're on top of the world, like nothing can stop you. You can run through a brick wall if you really wanted to. But when you're down, you're down. Like you just feel like you can't feel anything. If fastball's not going your way, the umpire's calls not going your way when you're hitting or when you're pitching. Your curveball just is slipping out, so it just doesn't feel right when you're off.
So some games when you're throwing it, everything's in a groove, and other times just you can really feel like you're just gonna have to dig deep and try hard, right?
It's a real humbling position, yeah.
All right, so you're a senior, and what small learning community are you in?
I just moved here, I think Biomed.
Biomed, okay, all right. What are your plans beyond high school?
Hopefully play a little college baseball somewhere and get a degree.
And what do you want to study post high school?
Probably history.
History, okay. And what do you want to do with the history degree?
Probably getting teaching and coaching that way.
Teaching and coaching, okay. That's good. What's your favorite class?
Right now I have it's called media analysis. I have it with Maya, and we just kind of break down movies and different types of media like that and talk about it. It's really cool. I like that class a lot.
I heard that's a good class. So that's a 1 semester class, right?
Yes, sir.
So you just entered it right now, the second semester?
Entered in.
You just started that class just like a couple weeks ago to start the second semester, right? Yeah.
Yep.
The teacher, he worked with some of my kids helping to get their into the first semester project going. They were kind of the guinea pig. So he learned a lot about allowing enough time and that type of thing. So you're going to end up having a lot of fun in that class. That's a good teacher too.
It's a blast, yeah.
And what class do you currently take right now? Maybe it's not necessarily your least favorite class, but the one that you really have to try hard at every day to succeed.
I'm pretty terrible at chemistry. The teachers are great. The kids are great. It's just like a little bit of a mental blockade with me.
So chemistry, so what part gives you trouble? Memorizing the formulas or?
Just it's just a lot of tedious work. So just kind of staying on top of that and not, get in a big hole with work.
Is it a regular chemistry class or an AP chemistry?
It's regular.
Regular, okay, all right. Well, at least can you imagine if it was AP and you were
right?
That would be tough. Yeah, I was never a science guy. I was more. I liked math and other things, but science is even in college. I waited to the very end to take a science class. It's just for some reason I just never been a big science fan. But other kids, they really like it and don't like other things like that. You want to give a shout out to a teacher?
I mean, all of them are pretty great, to be honest. Mr. Yuval, he's my sponsor, so I got to shout him out, thanking him for doing that. But really, all my teachers are great, from Miss Wahlberger to Miss Simmons, Mr. Whitman, Miss Yovan, and Coach Kleineke. All of them are pretty great.
Yeah, all of them you mentioned are good teachers. All right, so let's move over to Jeremiah. So Jeremiah, you're what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior, all right. And have you played baseball all through high school?
Yes.
How many years have you been on varsity?
3.
And tell us again which position you play.
I'm our shortstop.
Shortstop. All right. What do you like about shortstop?
You're kind of the captain, You get to you do everything. Pitcher's struggling, you get to help him out, talk him out, and with the outfield, kind of direct them wherever they go.
Yeah, shortstop's kind of the showcase position in the infield, right? You got to be on your game, make that long throw, right?
Yeah, it's a good place.
So, how do you practice making that long throw to keep your arm strong and throwing from deep in the hole?
It's just long toss whenever you can, working out, always running to keep your arm in shape.
So, do you have a memorable play that you really did well in shortstop over your career?
I'd say last year, we were playing Manville. We were losing, but we were playing them at Manville, and it was, I want to call it like a Jeter throw, Derek Jeter, but I did a nice backhand and threw the guy out, which was pretty cool. So.
You like doing double plays?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, describe in the infield your most embarrassing moment ever.
Oh, probably last year. Our last year, Ryan Blackadder, he was pitching, and it was like I could have got the ball, but like it kind of like lost us the game. And I just, I'm pretty short, so I just jumped up and I couldn't do anything.
All right, and so Jeremiah, I think you're okay. There you are. Your voice was there, but your screen froze. But okay, you just unfroze.
Okay.
Academic wise, what small learning community are you in?
I'm in STEM.
STEM, okay. And what kind of classes are you taking this year?
I'm doing AP right now, mainly.
So, what is your favorite class?
Probably video analysis with Vinny.
Video with Mr. Whitman.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you'll get to come over to my classroom. Like I said, I think he said before spring break, maybe we're gonna start. So, because you're gonna team with some other students and to get your video done, and they'll help you with the editing and stuff too. So, like I said, the first semester was kind of a hot mess because it was the first time we ever did it, and it was rushed to the end. So I have all the confidence in the world, and you're going to do much better than those students in the first semester. So, but that's a good class with Mr. Whitman. So same question to you that I asked Vinny, what class maybe is not necessarily your least favorite class, but the class that you really have to try hard in every single day to succeed?
Probably AP English 4 with Miss Schumann.
She has high expectations, doesn't she?
Yeah, and we're like right now we're doing like plays and all that, so you have to like really pay attention.
A lot of reading, right?
Yeah.
So do you actually do the reading in class? A lot of the reading in class?
Like kind of. It's like if we're reading a book, it's like you read a chapter with her.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 4 without her.
Just know all that you're developing good habits. Good. Guess what you do in college? Read and write. So just take it as it comes in that class.
Yeah.
Use it and bank it for the future. All right, so let's move down to Jeremy. Hello, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Mr.
Fine.
Dudas?
Like I was saying, that pre-show before we went on. You guys look really sharp tonight.
Thank you.
I guess
Thank you.
Bobby sent you the dress code, right? The dress code was going to be. I'm really impressed.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to remember this. All right, Jeremy. So I remember you've played baseball all through high school, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're kind of a big guy, so I expect some home runs this year, right? Hopefully,
Sure. More than a couple.
so we can get those lights strobing right at the field now.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, we need some.
Yeah,
we need some
trying to find-
homers and we need some homers and some wins, so we can push that button and have some fun with those lights.
Yeah, we inter squatted like I think it was a couple days ago, and after the inter squad, they started doing the lights and stuff after we won the inter squad. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it was a total surprise when they installed those type of lights. So that was really neat. All right, so Jeremy, what kind of classes are you taking this year?
Just regular classes, just to get through senior year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Just to get it done, right?
Yeah, get it done, get it out.
What's your favorite class?
Probably best with Miss Polzing. It's really fun. It's like more of like it's not really a class. I feel like I've already made like a family in there that I'll remember.
Yeah, I know students that take that program, they always have memorable experiences. Have you started working out in any of the schools?
Yeah, actually we started, I think it was less than a month when school started. I was at Parker and Trinity. One day at Parker a week and then one day at Trinity a week. So it was like just getting to know like the different types of learning between a private school and a middle school or a elementary school, like a public school. And then the second semester now I'm going 3 days a week to Trinity.
And what type of things do you do when you go over to the school?
Usually just hang out with the kids. Sometimes I teach a lesson. I staple papers, grade papers, all kinds of stuff. It's really like a bonding moment just to like teach kids like how to do right, not how to do wrong.
And what grade level is it?
I'm doing third grade right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can sympathize with you. I do an after-school program a couple of days a week at Burnett with third and fourth grader, and then a couple of days a week at Austin with eighth graders. And when I leave those elementary kids, I swear every bone in my body hurts. I am so tired. They have a lot of energy, and you got to plan for every moment because they're all over the place.
Yeah, really, they are.
Not that middle schools really aren't that much different, but those elementary kids, I say a prayer for those teachers every night. Because can you imagine being in the classroom by yourself with about 20 of them with those wild Indians, right?
Oh.
It's a challenge. Yeah,
Yeah,
them
it'd be
all
crazy.
together.
I only go for like an hour a day, and I'm like, it's crazy, but I love it. It's like a love-hate relationship every day.
Yeah, yeah, you have to be on your toes. No 2 days are ever alike. All right, Bobby. So you heard from all these guys. What would you like to add about them? What's some of your favorite memories working with these guys?
Well, with Jerm and Maya, we've been playing together for a while. I was always a year younger than them, so it would be like when I'm in the younger age and they're the older ones in the league, I would like play against them or play with them and stuff. And there'd be a year where they would have like they left and I'm the older people, like the older age now. So I would play my game and go watch them play each other and stuff at Hooper. Me and my friends my age, we would go and watch their games and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to them while they were playing and stuff. It was fun. And then Vinny, he just moved here, but yeah, we just play. I don't know. It's fun.
That's what I was thinking. I don't remember seeing Vinny around. So Vinny, you just moved to the area?
Yes, sir.
So where did you move from?
Arizona.
Arizona. So this is your first year at
Yep.
ball?
Yes, sir.
And you're a senior. So how does it feel? So what brought you to Galveston? Like your parents were transferred a job or something like that?
Yeah, my old man got a job out here.
So I know this can be kind of tough leaving friends and high school, then high school life, then going to a new school just for your senior year. So tell me how you've adjusted to all that.
When I first moved here, I was pretty blessed. Met a good group of people who made me feel welcome. The baseball team really did a lot of that work, and I've just been really blessed. Met a lot of great people and all that. So it's made it a lot easier on me.
So how is ball different than the school that you came from?
By about 1,500 people. I came from a really small school, so in a really small town too. So ball was a big difference to me when it came to having like 3 stories of a school and a bunch of kids. So that's been a little different, but it's cool.
And what part of Arizona did you come from?
It was a small town about an hour and a half northwest of Phoenix called Wickenburg.
The Northwest. So Phoenix, was it real hot there in the summertime?
Yeah, it gets pretty hot.
Like stay in the hundreds all the time?
Through the daytime it stays 100, then it'll drop down to the 90s at night.
Just the 90s at night, right? So
It feels a lot better.
a lot of cactus around,
Oh yeah,
desert.
yeah.
Then you were you excited when you moved to Galveston, knew that you were moving to Galveston, a beach community?
Yeah, and I was really excited. I love grass, and there's no shortage of it here. I love water too, and same thing. So,
Well, that's pretty cool.
oh yeah,
Well, welcome to Galveston. Yeah, because I was thinking I don't remember seeing you. So, well, that's pretty cool that you moved here and just walked right on the baseball team. So that's good. So obviously you played baseball back home, right, in Arizona?
yes sir. Yep,
So you've always lived in Arizona before you moved to Galveston?
yes sir.
Well, good. Well, again, welcome. All right. So, Bobby, what about the other guys, Jeremiah and Jeremy? So Jeremy kind of strikes me as you got to kind of watch out for him. Like something's always cooking around him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always doing something.
Like the fun guy in the dugout. He's going to keep it stirred up, right?
Yep. It's always making people laugh.
Yeah, I know. He just has that look like there's going to be fun whenever he's around, right? Something going on.
Yeah.
And what about Jeremiah?
He's kind of the same way, honestly. Them two together, they laugh. They always make people laugh and just joke around.
So Vinny was kind of alluding to just kind of the family atmosphere, the brotherhood, and that's always kind of struck me about all you guys. There just seems to be that big bond. Vinny, I will start with you always to kind of end the show with this question. I'm sure the guys have told you about TBOD.
Yes sir. Yeah.
So what's your feeling about that already?
So when I first we started chanting, at the end of practice, breaking down on TBOD, I've always wondered what that meant. And someone told it to me, and it was kind of cool to think that people really take, they take pride in what they do in baseball and how it's more than baseball to them. It's more than just one on the field. It's more about the family and, social aspect and all that too.
So what about you, Jeremiah? How do you feel about TBOD? What about that whole idea of that?
I mean, growing up, you kind of hear everybody say it, and then once you're actually part of it, it's kind of like, man, it really is toward baseball or die.
And Jeremy?
I look at TBOD as more of a religion than anything. It's like a brotherhood that's never going to be broken.
And I always say, if someone has to ask you, what is TBOD, then your answer should be, well, then if you have to ask, then you're not a part of it. So, right. Yeah. It's just kind of a special bond, right? It's hard to explain, but it's only, you got to experience it, right?
You do.
So I understand on Monday you all go, is it Clear Lake, Clear Creek? Where do you travel to? You play a couple of games there on Monday.
Clear Creek.
Clear Creek. So this is your first actual preseason games of the season,
Saturday.
right?
Saturday
you play a game?
We play in Grand Oaks against Grand Oaks and Klein Oaks. We'll play both of them.
Oh, where at?
In Grand Oaks at their field up
okay.
in Houston.
So you play a couple games there and then a couple games on Monday, right?
Yeah.
So how's it feel to finally get to play against some competition instead of each other.
Yeah, it feels good. It's like, I don't know, it's just you get to see how you stand against other teams because you can play your team as many times. You're gonna get the same pitchers, same people playing, same hitters. It's good to see other people.
And on when y'all travel on Monday, I'm sending one of our staff photographers with you all. So I told him he has to come back at least with a couple hundred pictures of all of y'all, like action
Oh, yeah.
shots, dugout shots, and stuff too. Because
like
as
that.
Bobby knows, we're going full force on media with the baseball team this year. So from the music and the like Jeremy and I were talking about the music, the walk-up music and everything for this year. So we're going full blast. So like the score booth is just gonna be like the media house there too. So so y'all need to spread the word in the with the guys that we need to start getting you all's choices for walk-up music and that type of thing. You know, we got to get a deadline, like maybe by next Wednesday. Someone start fishing that information to me. And even to the point, okay, walk-up music, then like if you hit a home run or, you know, get a hit or whatever, what music do you want to be, you know, want played whenever that happens too? So, you know, it could be, so
yeah.
I would say choose a different piece of music, song other than your walk-up music. So, because I have a real enthusiastic student that's going to do all that and he can handle the responsibility of queuing up the music. So think of, you know, a song or two that you want played if something good happens in the field, you know.
I like that because
Or if Bobby throws out a runner at second, you know, what he wants played, right? So that'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for spending some time on this late evening with us. And we'll invite you back again as the season progresses on. And hopefully we'll have a lot of celebrations. And last year we started a tradition at the very end. We get everyone together in one show. So how cool is that? We have 20 different squares here, everyone talking and laughing and reminiscing. So we'll have a big reunion show at the end of the season. But there's a lot of baseball going to happen between now and then. So good luck to you guys. I know you'll do well, and we'll be there to cover it, make you look good.